The story of the American chestnut tree is both fascinating and tragic, unfolding like a tale from the pages of environmental history. Once dominating the eastern forests of North America, these magnificent trees were not only a sight to behold, but also an essential part of the ecosystem and human economy. Their loss has left an indelible mark on the landscape and ecology of the region. The American chestnut tree, Castanea dentata, was an iconic species, towering up to 100 feet and spanning up to 10 feet in diameter. Its straight, tall trunk and broad, spreading canopy were hallmarks of the Appalachian forests, and its wood was prized for its strength, rot resistance, and workability. The nuts were a critical food source for wildlife and humans alike, particularly in rural communities where they were collected for consumption and sale. The tree's importance extended beyond its physical attributes, as it played a vital cultural role in the lives of many indigenous tribes and early settlers. However, in the early 20th century, a catastrophic event unfolded that would lead to the tree's dramatic decline. The culprit was a fungal pathogen, Cryphonectria parasitica, known as the chestnut blight. The fungus was accidentally introduced into North America around 1904, likely through imported Asian chestnut trees planted at the New York Zoological Park, now the Bronx Zoo. It is believed that the blight originated in Asia, where the native chestnut species had evolved alongside the fungus, developing natural defenses and resistance over time. The blight spreads rapidly, encircling and infecting the tree's bark, effectively girdling it and cutting off the flow of nutrients and water between the roots and the leaves. The fungus didn't kill the roots, allowing the tree to send up shoots, but these too would eventually succumb to the blight, perpetuating a cycle of despair. The blight's virulence and speed of transmission were unmatched, and it quickly spread like wildfire through the once abundant chestnut populations. By the 1940s, the blight had decimated the American chestnut population, transforming a once dominant species into a ghost of its former self. An estimated 4 billion trees were lost in this ecological calamity that reshaped the forests of eastern North America. The loss of the American chestnut has had lasting impacts on the ecosystem, including altering forest composition and reducing biodiversity. Many species of wildlife that depended on the chestnut's nuts as a food source struggled to adapt, leading to population declines and disruptions in the delicate balance of the forest. In a twist that brings a ray of hope to this otherwise dismal tale, efforts to revive the American chestnut are underway. Scientists, using a mix of traditional breeding techniques and modern genetic engineering, are working to develop blight-resistant chestnut trees. Projects like the American Chestnut Foundation aim to reintroduce these resilient trees back into their native habitats, dreaming of a day when the American chestnut can reclaim its throne in the eastern forests. The path to restoration is arduous, fraught with challenges such as securing funding, navigating regulatory hurdles, and ensuring the long-term viability of reintroduced populations. Nevertheless, the tireless efforts of researchers, conservationists, and dedicated volunteers have yielded promising results, with blight-resistant seedlings thriving in test plots across the region. The saga of the American chestnut is a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of ecosystems and the profound impacts human actions can have on the natural world. The accidental introduction of an invasive pathogen decimated a iconic species, forever altering the landscape and ecology of eastern North America. Yet, in the efforts to restore the chestnut, we also find a narrative of resilience, innovation, and hope. A fitting chapter in the ongoing story of our environmental heritage. As we work to mend the scars of the past, the revival of the American chestnut serves as a beacon of hope for the future, reminding us of the power of human ingenuity and our capacity to heal the wounds we have inflicted upon the natural world.